Hey everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Epic ARMA, where we are here again with the Star Wars mod and a new mission made by me. Last time, of course, we did the Night Assault made by Raz, and now we're here again with the mission made by me. And this is going to be quite a short mission, and it's also not actually that well doable by your own. You would actually need more people to do this, so hopefully me, Spiral, and Raz will during the next stream, which I don't know when that will be yet, but we will redo this mission. Maybe I'll expand a little bit. Basically, this is a virtual reality thing, but we are here in an Imperial base, and we need to get all the way up to the platform to take out a TIE Advanced. Now, I had to actually disable the simulation for the TIE Advanced, so it's not actually going to react to anything. But if I didn't, it would actually flip out because it places on the platform. The halls are too small for it to actually support. We have actually some pretty cool units. We have some regular stormtroopers. Here we have Imperial officer. We have the TIE pilots, who I could have also done some Navy troopers, but I thought to kind of mix things up. So we'll do one attempt as the rebels, and then we'll do one attempt as the stormtroopers. And when we do the stormtroopers, I'll also talk a little bit about the Star Wars Battlefront trailer. I mentioned it earlier, but people didn't seem to understand yet. This is a mod that is currently not publicly available. It is in development, so it might be publicly available when it's done. But at the time, it's not available for everybody, unfortunately. Let's go. Oh, we lost some. So one of the reasons why this mission is actually not that well doable by your own is because none of your AI team members will walk through this area. Even I gave them waypoints to get through here, but they don't actually react. But as you can see, that the addition of the actual corridors of some props is actually really cool. It's really atmospheric. I added a few different types of stormtroopers. And here, I connected it to a different hallway, but if you look, the blasters actually connect to a wall, so they cannot actually see me. The moment I will actually go through here, that's the moment when they will start firing. So let's actually get a good angle and... Okay, oh god. There we go. So if you actually want a big battle with a lot of units on both sides, a straight hallway or a corridor all the way to the end is actually better. Some nice Imperial banners that I put there. Again, I do really like how many different props that they added in this mod as well, and I hope for a lot more. We can throw... You can see straight taken from the EA Battlefront game. And this hallway kind of reminds me of the old Jedi Knight 2, that sort of game. Shadows of the Empire. Okay, it was a little bit too much. The detonation on that took quite long. But yeah. He actually has a little bit of a different weapon. Let's actually switch to that. Oh, that's weird. Oh no, I see. I took his regular. Nice use of different weapon styles. So now we actually go up here. Quite a long hall. I can actually talk a little bit about Battlefront 2 already while we're doing this. So, I was actually quite impressed with the trailer. Again, I was not a big fan of Battlefront 1. I thought it looked amazing. I thought it sounded amazing. But it lacked content. And for a $60 game, I thought it was absolutely scandalous. It only had 4 maps. or 4 different locations, I should say, at launch. Like each location had 2 different maps, so 8 maps in total, but still like 4 locations. Compared to the earlier Battlefronts, that was absolutely outrageous. And with Star Wars, with such an expansive universe, you know, you need to have content in these types of games. And now that we get all the eras, that's very cool. But the single-player campaign is actually something I'm really looking forward to, because, you know, you follow this Inferno squad right after the Death Star 2 is destroyed above Endor, and you're going for the revenge. So you're actually going to be the Empire here, and it's really, really, really cool. I thought at first that they were TIE fighter pilots, but they're like commandos. And, well, just imagine me shooting the thing. So yeah, we actually added some other stuff there. These trees are actually exclusive to the mod as well. They're not actually solid. If you saw the previous one during the stream, you actually saw me run through those trees. But again, it's nice little details. So yeah, let's do this again while being a stormtrooper. Alright, now we are the stormtroopers. We have a pretty big battle. I'm going to open the door so the officer can help. Oh, already taking damage. Oh my god, those are all those thermal detonators. So yeah, regarding Star Wars Battlefront 2, so single player is going to be very exciting. I think they can do some interesting lore stuff. I did notice though that the pieces of Endor that they saw was like literally the same assets of the previous game. But again, if they have more content, I guess I'm okay with that. It will have offline co-op, so I think that already also tells you that there might be regular conquest with bots, which of course was something that was necessary from the beginning, not an addition afterward, what they did with the latest Battlefront. And other than that, they of course have the space battles. That looks very cool. Still 24 players. That's not very what I'm happy about too much, but where you can actually take down capital ships, space docks, Imperial docks. That's going to be very, very cool, I think. Other than that, so it's going to be all the eras, and again, content is king. I hope that they're actually going to provide a good amount of maps from all the eras. I don't see EA being a company that will give you like 20 maps or something. I think they're going for probably a realistic number would be like 12 maps. I think like Battlefield 1, those kind of games were always around that. And so if you would have it like original trilogy, Clone Wars, and the new one, you would have maybe like 4 maps of each. Since the new trilogy is of course not that expensive yet, maybe that one will have a little bit less. So let's say 3. Did I get him? There we go. Like 3 maps or something, or maybe even 2, and the other ones have more. Like I assume we will get Geonosis. Theed is probably a very realistic one, since a lot of the Battlefront maps are more, or like Battlefield and Battlefront are more corridor focused on the smaller game types. And so let's restart again. And so I figure since we see Darth Maul versus Yoda, I believe that is actually in the area of Naboo where that shot takes place. So I'm excited about that. One thing I am still a little bit disappointed by is that they're going for 40 players per match, whereas Battlefield does the 64-player thing. Battlefront did a 64-player thing, so I just think that that is the way to go. It's going to be class system now. It's going to be exciting. So yeah, again, if it's all about content. I have the faith in that they have, you know, the ability to, you know, make the presentation of the game look and feel and sound design, make amazing. It's just all about that content. All about that content. Boom. There we go. Do I have grenades? No, I don't. Great. Oh my god, that helmet. Oh my goodness. That's one hell of a helmet that protects them. Now I know why they wear them, because they look ridiculous, but dear god, do they get some protection. Alright guys, that was it for this mission. I hope you guys liked it. As I said, it's not that well doable on your own, but if me, Raz, and Spiral were to play this, again, I can expand the base a little bit more, though these are the assets, so it's not like I can actually really make new looking chambers, but we actually need to infiltrate even more, and if it's 3 of us, I can actually make the resistance of the stormtroopers a little